Hello everyone, welcome to Parade of Paws. I'm Thomas Anderson, and today I have with me Animal Control Officer Lisa Hartwell. Hello Lisa.
Hi.
I understand today we are going to showcase a few cats and several dogs. Let's get started with that.
Okay. All right, we're going to start with our cats, and our first cat that we have is named Jade. This is Jade. She is a Russian blue. Russian blue cats, or they used to call them Spanish blue cats, came from Russia, and they ended up in England about a good century or so ago. They're real calm cats. They're quiet, and they like a quiet atmosphere too. So probably not the type of cat that you would want around a bunch of kids or that kind of deal. But they have this beautiful blue, what they call gray blue coat, and very affectionate. And they usually have the really pretty glow green eyes, which she does. Jade is a female, and she's about 2 years old.
And our next cat is?
Next cat is Destiny. Destiny is a beautiful brown tabby. She's a female spayed. She's about 5.5 years old. Unique thing about Destiny is all 4 feet of hers are declawed. So Destiny would definitely have to be indoor only cat. She's very loving. She'd be a great lap cat, somebody that works at home, wants to have a cat around. She'll be right there with them all the time. You don't have to worry about your furniture. She's very house trained, very clean cat.
All right.
Now we've had Romeo on before, but because he's so special, he's on again. Romeo is a lover. He does the headbutt thing. That's his way of giving hugs and loves. Romeo is male. He's neutered already. He's about 2 years old, and beautiful blonde color. Just a loving cat, and people cat. So it's not one that you don't want to pay attention to. He wants to get all that attention from you.
So second time on the show,
Yes.
That means we really need to find a forever home for Romeo, right?
Yes, Romeo is definitely due.
All
He's
right.
been with us a while. This is a unique cat. This is Dolly. Dolly came to us full coated, very curly hair. At first we thought she was a Persian. And then we started doing some research, and we found out that she's what you could call a Selkirk Rex. They look like a very curly Persian cat. Her hair wasn't kept the best, however, so we shaved her down, and it's all starting to grow back. But she'll be a very curly gray cat, and she's been spayed. She's probably about 5 years old. She's, as you can see, very loving. They're a unique breed, more of the exotic type. So you kind of want somebody that knows a little bit about the breed, different little bit of grooming that they need to have because of that furry, curly coat. They get matted easily if you don't keep up on them. So that's Dolly.
And we have one more, I believe, right?
Yes. Our last one is Trixie. Trixie's another unique breed. She is a Manx, and she has no tail, and she was born that way, just a little fluffy there. She is what you would call a dilute or muted calico color because it's that softer gray and almost pastel-y colors. She's a female spayed. She's a few years old, and she's used to being around other cats, lots of kids, other dogs. I'm told there was a ferret in the house and guinea pigs, so she's used to a lot of ruckus around, and would probably fit good in any family. She has the longer hair, so she needs to be brushed. And
So a great family pet.
Yeah, she'd be a great family pet. That's Trixie.
All right. As we transition to our dogs that we're going to showcase, I wanted to ask you about the time of year.
Several times a week, our calls come in as people concerned about their neighbors' dogs where either they have no shelter from the sun or they're on the heat of the sand, and they don't take into consideration how it burns their paws, their pads. No water, or the water's been dumped over if they're outdoors. We'd love to see all of our animals indoor animals, but we know that can't happen all the time. Take into consideration they need shelter from the sun just like they do from the rain. They need a platform to be off of so they're not right there on the hot soil or rocks. If they are on a chain, we certainly don't like them to be on a chain, but some of them have to be. Take into consideration the heaviness of the chain. Just think about that heat as that heats up on that dog's neck. There's lots of things that can help with that, and most of it is just spending time with your pet, and they'll stick around and not want to take off and run. So trying to think about spending more time with your pet and keeping your pet exercised, you'll make a much better pet out of them.
Sure, and I understand frequently changing that water out helps quite a bit too. It
Definitely.
gets hot, right?
Definitely. It gets hot. You don't want to drink a boiling cup of water when you come in from exercising or even being outside, and you don't want a slimy green cup either. They're the same way. They don't want that. It's not good for their health either. So.
All right, well, let's showcase the dogs then.
Okay, we're going to start with Tigra. Tigra is, from our best accounts, a shepherd mix. She is a very nice dog, although she is a little bit jealous of other dogs. She's kind of needy. She does know some things. Tigra, sit. 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 Let's see. She's a little nervous, a little camera shy. Good girl. Tigra, can you shake? Good girl. Can you high five? Oh, good girl. She's a great dog. Probably would be the one dog in a household type dog. But she loves people. It's a bigger dog, needs a bigger yard to run in. A dog maybe that if you're going to take out for runs or something like that, she'd probably be great for that. And she is almost 2 years old, and she's a girl. There she is. That's Tigra.
It's important for people to know that maybe they should be the only dog in the house. Right?
Yeah, and we're not, if we know anything about the dogs at all, we want to get them a good home, but we want it to be a forever home. So we have found with her that she's not so well with other dogs. I think she'd probably be a good house dog. She's very clean, but we don't want to put her in a situation or another dog in a situation where it's not going to work.
So our next dog is Reba.
This is Reba. Come here, Reba. Let's see if I can get her on the table. Oh my goodness. She's bigger than she looks. Reba is a Basset hound. And the Bassets, I learned, came from France. And Basset actually in French means dwarf. So she was a dwarf dog. They use them for hunting. And their ears actually collect the scents along the way and help scoop up the scents along the way so they can follow their way to find the rabbits and whatever they're hunting.
Well,
I would
she ought to be
imagine
good at that.
rabbits
She's
and
got-
coons and things like that.
Well, she's got some long ears. She ought to be
Yeah,
good at that.
she's a good dog. She's we're guessing her to be about 2 years old, and yeah, she's a girl. So they do have a very soulful whine and can be loud at times. So it's one of those dogs that they want attention, they need attention like all of them, but she'll let you know if she's not getting it, and your neighbors might let you know too.
And so our next dog is PeeWee.
This is PeeWee. PeeWee's one of our smaller specimens in the shelter. And from what we can tell, PeeWee might be Chihuahua, maybe some Spaniel. The ears kind of look Spaniel. I don't think she's going to be a very big dog. She is only about 3 months old. She is a he, and he's a male, and he's about 3 months old. And so he's got a lot of loving and learning to do, but I think he's going to be a small dog, might be good for an apartment type dog.
All right. And from little PeeWee, I think we're moving on to a much larger dog, right?
This is Samson. Samson is a Rottweiler. Samson is about 2 years old, and he's a male. They're a very courageous, very alert dog. It's in their nature to be a guard dog and to have guarding attitudes, so a good watchdog, although they're good with family as well. So this is one that obviously is a big dog, needs a big yard, but it's got some good-looking dog. Samson.
And people should really educate themselves about dogs like Rottweilers because it's a very popular dog, but they need to realize that he has his needs that need to be met just like any other dog.
Exactly. Any breed does. If you do your research on any breed before you decide on that breed, you may find that that is a good mix for your family or not, depending on what they were actually bred for. Say a Jack Russell, they are going to be very, very hyperactive. People see them as a small dog, but they're going to be very hyperactive, and so you got to think about that, how it fits in your family.
And Samson's 2 years old, and other than maybe gaining or losing weight, he's not going to get any
This is how big
bigger.
he's going to get, yep.
Right. Okay.
Come on, Samson. This is Bridget. Bridget is a terrier mix of some sort. She may have some Jack Russell in her, speaking of Jack Russell. She's a good size. She's not going to get much bigger, although she's only about 8 months old, 7, 8 months old. She came with her sister. Her sister already got adopted, and she looks like she's not very energetic, but she is. She's just a little camera shy right now. So, but again, she'll need a yard to play in, walks to go on, but she might be good for an apartment or some size smaller home as well. So this is Bridget. And then we have a dog that's not going to stay so small. This is Chunk, which you can
You named him appropriately for not staying small, right?
Yes. Our best guess on him is that he's an American Staffordshire Terrier mix. He will get to be good, at least medium size up to your knees probably. They are real good family pets, sometimes not so good with other dogs. And that tends to be with the pit bull breeds or the Staffordshire breeds. But he is actually saying that. He's rooming with a dog you'll see in just a minute, and they do very well together. So a lot of it's in the training. That's Chunk. Chunk is about 3 months old, so you can see he's got a lot of growing to do.
Sure. And Chunk's roommate is Pony, right?
Chunk's roommate is Pony. This is Pony. Pony is an Australian cattle dog, or Queensland heeler, they call them. They were bred in Australia for healing and collecting the cattle. And then they got the name healers because what they do is they nip at the back of their feet and collect them that way. And with his breeding, again, another thing to know with the different dogs' breeds, he's very suspicious of people at first, but warms up quite quickly once he gets the trust going on. Be a real trustworthy friend. So very smart, very alert, very smart dog.
Being a cattle dog, he probably needs quite a bit of room to run, right?
He does. He does. He gets out there and he gets going and playing. And they like to catch balls. They're good frisbee dogs, ball dogs. He's about 9 months old, so he's still ready to be trained, pretty much a blank slate here. And that is Pony.
All right, and to close out our showcasing of our dogs, I believe you have a special treat.
We do. I've got one more I want to show you.
Oh, I'm sorry, you do have one more.
Yeah, I didn't want to pass her up.
That's right.
I kind of added her in at the last minute. This is Princess Cassie for our Miss Casa Grande variety here. And she's one of those what we call IDK, I don't know breeds. She's kind of looks like a miniature yellow lab, but she's not going to get much bigger. She's already about 7 months old. And or she could be a cattle dog mix. We see a lot of cattle dog mixes. So she's a smart dog. I know she has been around children and has had a family. Just things didn't work out that way. So she's trying to get her second go at her new family here. And that's Princess.
Great. I'm sure we can find her a forever home also.
I think so too. Last but not least, we have our basket full of puppies. This is the time of year when we start seeing a lot of puppies. And good time of year to call in and ask about our spay and neuter programs too. But this is just a handful of some of the puppies that we have here. We've got a couple that are, the mommy was a Shih Tzu mix. I don't know what the daddy was. This looks like maybe Chihuahua and Terrier. Who knows what this one is, but they're all about 6, 7 weeks old. Have their first shots already, gonna have their second one soon, and they are ready to be part of your home.
Lisa, thank you very much for helping us showcase these wonderful cats and dogs and of course this basket full of puppies. We hope that one of you out there will come in and check out some of these pets and maybe take one home for your family and give them a forever home, right? And of course you can keep up with us on a few different websites. One is azpetplates.org, another is petfinder.com. Of course there is the city website, casagrandeaz.gov, our Facebook page, and what you're watching right now, Channel 11. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you next time on Parade of Paws. Bye-bye.